Yay, I'm cracking up. This is so fun. It's so fun, this infinite play that's not even happening. Just one imagination playing with itself that's not real, not even happening. But I'm cracking up at these non-duality groups that are constantly debating the right or wrong way to speak about non-duality, which is totally a duality. It's cracking me up. There is no right or wrong way. It's every way. It's every word. It's every expression. It's literally everything. So the only non-duality group would be the entire universe, the illusory universe of infinite potential, the one mind, the Buddha mind. It would be the entire universe. That would be the non-duality group. And that includes everything that is and isn't. It's not even real, not even happening. How fun and how beautiful. So, debating is so cute too, because it's like one imagination arguing with itself, trying to convince itself of a belief that it doesn't believe. So, arguing, implies insecurity or trying to convince of a belief that's not resonant, which is totally innocent. The thinker is the thought, so it's not even happening to anyone. It's just infinite potential thoughts, appearing in one mind that's not even happening. It's all mental. And you're all of it, and you're none of it. So seeing is simultaneously rendering. And what is the observed without the observer? It doesn't exist. It is the observer. It's just all one talking to itself, arguing, debating, right or wrong ways to speak about non-duality, which appears dualistic, which isn't, because it can't be separate. It's all the same, immutable energy. And it's all just for fun. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful romantic comedy. It's so cool because it's just one whole, one totality appearing to function. So, and it's balancing and compensating. So if there's one speaker that's saying there's a right or wrong way to speak about non-duality, and you can't say it this way or you can't say it that way, then there'll be the opposite. There'll be one speaker that says the opposite, like all words are included. You can say anything. It's all descriptions. It's literally free. It's every way. So everything, all truths are true, which is just beautiful because, in the relative appearance, the absolute appearing relative, it's appearing as opposite concepts because opposite concepts define each other. You can't have one without the other. So it's just a balancing of the whole, and it's just total perfection, all of it. It's so beautiful. So it's all included, It even includes non-duality trolls and non-duality bullies and stuff. It's so beautiful. So those apparent opposite qualities define uniqueness. Isn't that beautiful? So that one God can express itself and explore itself as infinite capacity. How dope. I love it. Oh my God, it's amazing. And it's all one and just for fun. What a gift. I love it. It's so beautiful, and it's all just relative truth. It's all truth. All truths are true. Or like the Kybalion says, all truths are half true, half false. It's both, it's neither. It's all just make-believe. It's so perfect. And thoughts will attract like thoughts to prove or bring evidence to the thought, which forms the belief. And all of it's just innocent play. Not real, not really happening. With infinite meaning, so no meaning. It's so wonderful. It's free. It's free to be anything, everything. It is everything. And everything is saying this. There's no right or wrong. It's all total perfection. Even if they're saying that there's a right or wrong, it's total perfection. Everything's just a story. It's all imaginary. It's all just an appearance. It's just conceptual ideas that form a story that are just thoughts that appear and disappear and never really happened. Nothing happened. It's like the alpha omega, now, already done. Disappears before it even appears. Not even happening. It's amazing. But what would the formless be without? What would the form be without the formless? What would sound be without silence? What would fullness be? It's emptiness. From emptiness appears fullness. From silence appears sound. The absolute appearing relative. And there is no one. There's no separation. Everything is everything is everything is everything is everything is everything. Even a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of a word is everything that could possibly be or not be. Just infinite potential, infinite meaning, infinite probability. So even a tiny, tiny grain of sand contains the entire universe. It's everything. It's all God. It's all God, everything. And so all truths are true because it's all one immutable energy. And each truth is half true and half false, so it's neither in both. So it's all make-believe. Anything flies, anything goes. Because it's just one infinite energy appearing as opposites, as unique qualities. And one unique quality cannot exist without the opposite unique quality, because the opposite quality defines it. So you can't see what you are unless you see what you're not. And it's so cool because even quantum physicists have studied how groups of people that are too much alike, like the avatars, the characters in the imagination, if they're put together and they're too much alike, it actually is high entropy. It de-evolves. It needs a certain mix of opposites, of opposite qualities to evolve and to grow, which is so stunning and beautiful, because all of these apparent parts, which is all just one whole appearing as, unique parts, is the whole. So it has, these opposites in the imagination, these opposite qualities make up the infinite capacity that it is. So it's like, it's all inclusive, includes all of it. So if there's one non-duality speaker that is rigid in saying that there's a certain way to speak about this, and you can't use the word pure awareness, or you can't use a practice or a teaching, that's based on that avatar's unique qualities and probability distributions. So they can't help whether to say that or not. That's just how they resonate, because that's just the one totality as a whole appearing to function as a part. So it's like it's all balancing the whole, because if that one appears to exist, it can only exist if there's the opposite. So like there would be another non-duality character that has the probability distributions of saying there is no right or wrong. This is flexible. This is all truths are true. Anything flies. Pure awareness, boundless energy, same thing. Nothing, emptiness, whatever word. Yeah, it's all words. So the rigid can only exist if there's flexible. So it's opposites. And it's all just, this is all just playful. It's all, it's not even happening. It's not real. It's all imagined. It's just one God exploring itself as infinite capacity. What is it like to have these unique qualities and combinations? What is it like to have these? And one balances out the other, and one can't exist without the other. And it doesn't exist. It's just all make-believe. And so with all truths being true, so like if one way is true for one character that's saying practices are wrong or teaching is wrong, then there's going to be the opposite. So that's true for that character. That's how that character resonates, like on a radio station frequency. Then there's going to be the opposite character that says, no, you can say it anyway. It's all ways of saying. And you can practice in any way because it's all practices. The practice is it. All the words are it. The rituals are it. There's no path because the path is it. All paths are it. There's no way because all ways are it. So then you're gonna have both sides. You can't have one side without the other. And that's what creates this unique experience and these unique appearances. So one opposite defines its opposite. Can't have one without the other. So it's beautiful. It's like, oh my God, I love all these apparent polarities because it makes everything appear unique and just amazing. It's so amazing. Oh my gosh. It's all so beautiful. So even if there's a speaker that's saying there's a right or wrong way to speak about this, that's true for them. It's true. It's all true. There would be the opposite character saying there is no right or wrong. And that's true. That's true too. It's all true. It's all make-believe. It's all fun and games. So even science, like nothing can be really proven because everything's the proof. Everything can be proven. So then nothing can be proven, There's no facts. It's all fiction. It's all playful. It's all just for fun. Everything is just for fun. It's all make-believe. And it's not even real. It's even if it appears serious, it's not serious. It's so great. So everything spoken about is just stories. Just stories. Just make-believe stories. Which is beautiful, because what do you have without the story? What else is there to talk about? There is no doer. It's just spontaneously happening as a whole. So there's no choice whether or not to have certain preferences. It's just the whole expressing as that preference. So just like the story, it didn't happen, of the neuroscientists or cognitive scientists that studied quantum physics. All of them got together and studied those, the people in groups and how it de-evolved when it was too much alike, but when they threw in the opposites, it appeared to blossom. That's beautiful.
it was just illuminating that it's all whole. It's the opposites are defining what appears, and you can't have one without the other. And it's just pointing to the beauty of it all being one. It's all one. Can't have one without the other. So if there's one idea or view that you resonate with, which is not a you, it's just spontaneously happening, you can thank the opposite view, the opposite idea, because you wouldn't have had that one without the other. It's one. It's one. And they're free to play, like a playground, permanent recess. It's free to explore, free to express in any fucking way. What is non-duality without a thought? What is anything without a thought? So when these thoughts attract like thoughts, which form the belief, which attract more beliefs to bring evidence or proof that it's real, or it can easily become a sect, another sect. So like non-duality, I've noticed, in some groups have become a sect where there's constraints, there's rules, there's conditions. So it's just become another beautiful duality, which it can't help it, you know? It's part of this beautiful dance. So, and there's no anarchy without rules. So that there might be some characters that appear to rebel and resonate with freedom being free. No rules. Can speak in any way, can express in any way. No constraints. And there's no doer, so if a character does that, you know, it wouldn't exist without the opposite character doing the other. And it's all the whole. It's all one singular energy appearing as unique qualities, different characters, different ideas, but it's all the same. You can't have non-duality without duality, which is the same, which is a joke, because it's not two, it's the same, it's one. So there is no non-duality. It's all just talking to yourself about nothing. And every word is a contradiction, because it implies its opposite, which is the same. It's beautiful.